Hey, Bambi.
Hi, honey. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just kind of sitting around waiting for the rain, watching the beautiful Paisley sunset. Like, here, let me show you.
Oh, show me, baby.
There it is. Hey, little doggy.
Bambi.
That's nice, huh? So, I got coffee. What are you drinking? Sneaking a nip, huh?
No.
Oh,
Hey, guess who called today?
got no idea.
Guess.
It wasn't the IRS, was it?
Well, you're close with no cigar. Eric.
Oh, one of the boys.
Our wayward son.
What the heck did he want?
Cookies.
You must have found your kitchen channel. So what kind of cookies?
Well,
I should know. Wait, let me guess. Chocolate chip oatmeal cookies.
you're close.
Oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. Ah, okay, I get it.
Oh, yeah, he's got to have his sugar in some kind of form.
Oh, yeah.
So
Wasn't that
Eric,
like something he always had a problem with when he was a
no, he never had a problem with
kid?
cookies.
You see him in the cupboard just eating spoons of sugar.
No.
Right.
No, not Eric. Not my baby.
Yeah, sure.
No. So, Eric, we're going to go inside and make your favorite oatmeal chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, yeah. What, you want a clicker?
What time is it? It's time for the Odell Family Kitchen, starring Vicki.
Well, our wayward son Eric called. Obviously, you know that already. So he wanted chocolate chip cookies, so we thought we'd do the oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. So, pardon my voice, I do have a little bit of a cold. But anyway, the first thing you want to do is turn your oven on to 350, which I have done. It is preheating. One of the common things in this recipe, you need butter and sugar, and you cream it. Most of the time when you get ready to do cookies and you bring out the butter, it is as hard as a freaking rock. So what do? I go to my trusty old microwave and I melt that sucker right up. And I put it in the bowl. And it's between soft and melty. To me, it doesn't matter because when you get done with this recipe, you could go ahead and make your cookies and bake them, or you could put them in the refrigerator. And what happens to that butter? It gets freaking hard again. Pardon my French. Okay, so we then put in a cup of brown sugar, and then a half a cup. Oh, by the way, your little coffee cups are about a cup. So if you don't have many measuring cups, we just wing it in the Odell family cooking style. And then here we have half a cup of white sugar, and we're going to just kind of mix that up. And the official term is called cream. You take your butter and your sugar and you cream it together. And we're going to do that for a minute. And so what you're really doing, you're combining all your wet ingredients one item at a time. Then you add your eggs. Oops. And lately, our poor little chickens have been working overtime to produce all these eggs because we're in the middle of a
Social distancing event.
Yeah, we got that coronavirus going around. All right, then we want to add a little bit of, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, so this is my version of, and now you're going to know that I'm not a conformist. So I don't care if it's a little over, but that's got to be pretty close, I would imagine. To 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now, this is the time I take a itty bitty little break. One vanilla extract and 1 sip of wine. Delish. All right, now we've got our wet, moist ingredients mixed up, and we're going to add 1.5 cups of flour, and I already put 1 teaspoon of baking soda in here. Oops, I forgot my apron. Anyway, I make aprons if any family members would like to have any. I will put them on display in future videos, but I make them myself. So we want to get this flour mixed in, just incorporate all these wonderful ingredients. And here's the fun. Now, you would normally put your oatmeal in here, and yes, I measured out 1 cup of chocolate chips, but in my enthusiasm over this recipe, I mixed it in with the oatmeal. Now, another variation which we use commonly is dried cranberries and pecans. And I'll tell you what, when you have the oatmeal cookies with the cranberries and pecans with a cup of coffee in the morning, it's heaven. Just absolutely heaven. So, but right now we're doing Eric's favorite little thing here. So we're going to combine the 3 cups of oatmeal and 1 cup of chocolate chips. And just, if you're familiar with folding, that's what I'm doing. You just scoop your spoon from the bottom and just flip it over, and that's all I'm doing. But I guess it really doesn't matter, I'm old school. All right, now we've got the oven heated up, and I'm a wee bit of a neat freak, and Eric is the opposite. Oh. Apparently I'm directionally challenged, so
that ain't the only thing.
to solve that problem, let's have another. Okay, so you're at 350 degrees, and you're going to actually bake these for about 10 minutes or so. Now, here's the deal. I don't go by time. My method is my nose. So we're going to put these cookies right here. And normally I would wear gloves. And
But it's for Eric, so we didn't mind.
That's not true. The deal is I just forgot. And I used the, not the latex. Previously I misspoke and said it was latex in a previous video, but it's actually the
non-latex?
The vinyl. No, it's called vinyl. And they're caregiver gloves, but I'll tell you what, in the kitchen when you're cleaning and cooking, especially with meats, that's really helpful to have. So we're going to actually put these in for roughly 10 minutes. But when you start smelling the cookie, then you run to your oven and take a peek. And you may have to keep it in for a minute or 2 more, but all right. Now we're in higher altitude, and normally you would add more flour to this. And perhaps cook it at a different temperature, but I don't care. And it still kind of comes out okay. So here we go. We're going to put it in the oven and let it cook at 350 for about 10 minutes. And we'll check on them shortly. All right, there you go. So Eric, they cooled up enough for like 5 minutes or so where they're not soggy, and they're actually formed a little bit better where we can take them and put them on the rack. And normally most households have 2 of these, and I just kind of sharing them between 2 houses, so I have 1. Nonetheless, you're just going to put your cookies here and just let them cool for a few minutes, and then you can, well, if you were here, you could eat them. But since you're not, your dad and I are going to have them for dessert tonight and with our coffee in the morning. So there you have it. Enjoy in your dreams. Well, honey, would you like a cookie? Oh my God. Well, kids. Well,
Are you trying to say something like
if you,
hit the subscribe or
yeah,
what's the other thing? Like, subscribe.
and the bell.
Mm-hmm.
So good, huh? I'm gonna have to have
What
one.
about the bell?
Hey, Eric. No, not yet, honey. I'm not falling into your bell story.
There.
Eric is so good. You are so missing out. Anyway, till the next time. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.